Generic greetings and welcome to Leafy Corner. Today's beverage is a nice relaxing calming cup of chamomile tea with a hint of vinegar, although I think the latter of that flavour profile is probably owing to me recently pickling some beetroot. Speaking of adrenaline fueled high octane activities and pastimes, welcome to the demo of Leafy Corner. This is a game about growing plants and selling them in your cutesy, cozy, wholesome shop. That's the idea. Let's see what it is like by going to new game and selecting the empty slot. So we will go through the tutorial because it's fairly basic, but yes, how to move the camera, we're pretty much up on that. That is fine. However, it's time to place some pots. This is our shop. We can see it's very bare bones. It has a floor, it has a wall, or at least two pieces of, and assumingly a ceiling. We have at the front here our checkout counter, our staff member, I don't know if that's an avatar for ourselves, phone for orders and or pizza, other food is available. Actually, I'm not too sure if that is true. But also, we have to go to the pots here. So there's our plant pots. Choose a pot from the menu, then place it anywhere in your shop and place 5 plant pots. We have different colours and styles of pots, as we can see here. So you've got your traditional terracotta there. You've got one in pink. You've got one in sort of a beige color, and then a couple in green if you like as well. And those are all the small, but it goes to medium and large. Perhaps not in this build, in this demo, but that is obviously planned. And all of these, look at it, all different styles. So yeah, more contemporary ones, more traditional, more just sort of maybe cutesy kid-friendly ones. I quite like the ghost one, that's quite nice. Anyway, we need to go over to plants, and there is 3 plants available. Pick a plant you want to grow, then select an empty pot to plant the seeds. So we've got some cat grass, so I'm going to go with maybe 2 cat grass in the green pots. We've got a nerve plant, and then finally, here's the problem. I'm terrible with names and languages and, well... spelling in the first place, but fling into that Latin plant names and yeah, I'm fairly screwed. This is we'll have a punt. Peperoma rosso. It's one of those, and we're going to plant it there. And then we go over to watering. It says, great, now it's time to water your plants. Be careful though, as overwatering can make them rot. Oh, okay. So we're going to water them. And I'm bringing the water level up like so. However, if you go too far, you see it goes into the red there because, well, we'll check out the encyclopedia in but a moment. Let's go over to here. This is a task/achievement list. So, earn cash, have unique plant types, plant new plants, and then we'll claim that, and that gives us plant tokens which you can claim here. Okay, and you can spend them later on in here, the compendium. This is where you can spend your plant tokens to unlock new plants, pots, and furniture. You can also view detailed information about each plant. Knowing their needs and traits makes helping customers much easier. So, for example, catgrass, own 2, you see a picture of it there when it's fully grown, has certain traits, so it grows within a day, so obviously quite compressed grow time. Small plant, so it'll fit in a small pot, one would imagine. Safe for pets, and it's an easy care plant. And then we've got water needs, so if the water is in this level here, then that's the ideal amount. I don't know how much under or overwatering affects it. It said overwatering can cause it to rot. I'm assuming underwatering it will wither and wilt and then eventually die. We'll maybe see that later on, either due to negligence or experiments. And then you got sell price, which is 6, 8, and 12 generic units of currency respectively. Purchase price is 3. These are the different growth stages, one would imagine. And, well, we'll click continue. And it also says, let's learn more about the shop's reputation. Start a shop, level 1. Goals for next level is sell plants 0.15, unlock plants 0.3. Your shop has a reputation that grows as you complete tasks. High reputation attracts more customers and unlocks new shop features. Congratulations, you've learned the basics. Take care of your plants, help customers, complete tasks, and watch your shop grow into a thriving, leafy paradise. More information and helpful tips are always available in the pause menu-help. Okay, so there is what we're aiming for here. Sell plants 15 and unlock 3 plants. Next level unlocks succulents, plant repotting, and more decorations. Let's go to reputation stages. Level 1, which we're currently on. level 2, which is what we've just read out, and then it goes up to level 6. All of those are not available though. Level 3, you've got medium-sized pots and plants, customer orders, more decorations, shop expansion, trailing plants, wall decorations, large pots, plant propagation, shop expansion again, carnivorous plants, and special furniture. Okay, so obviously this is just a early sort of demo of the game, but yeah, as you can see there, they've already mentioned about shop expansion as well as carnivorous plants and propagation. I wonder whether or not we're going to get plants that require different growing mediums or different temperatures and humidities, whether they need to be indoors or outdoors, have a greenhouse, like I say, certain temperature needs, etc. So it'll be interesting to see how they progress on with that one. I guess the difficulty that you have is that how far do you go? It all depends on the obviously developers' goals and their vision, whether you want to be quite a chill, wholesome experience and more relaxing, or whether it's a hardcore seed growing simulator and if you get it wrong, the plants die. You know, which way do they want to go for? I assume, perhaps wrongly, it is more towards the former than the latter. But we'll see how we get on. So as you can see, customers are going down the high street there. We are on the edge, and obviously this area is naturally set up for expansion and/or an outdoor area. Oh, hang on, this customer has a request. Do you have a plant that loves steamy bathrooms? Yes, we do. So I believe it's this one in the middle, but I will say wait. And if we check out the nerve plant, it does need a high humidity. So I'm going to say accept and then select that and go for nerve plant. Water level's good, growth stage. Interesting, it doesn't show the traits in this here. You have to open the book. I would have thought that if you can see everything else, then you'd be able to see the traits. I don't know. All down to personal preference, I guess, that one. Yes, this one will thrive with me, hopefully. And then we click on the customer to serve them, and then there we are. Okay, so we have helped customers. We will claim that, and we gain 5 points. We're now up to 10. In order to get the next plant, we need... where are we actually? It's not that one there, it's over here. 15 for a Chinese money plant. There you go. Okay. Let's also, you got pots as well. So there's your different plant pots, and you can unlock them. So we can unlock like a rainbow pot. We've got a mug pot. Would you call it that? And then all these unavailable. All these are unavailable in demo. These ones. I quite like the mushroom one. That sort of 60s, 70s retro styly color one. That's good. You've got a planet one. I mean, there's lots of different styles. There's a bit more traditional. That's not. As we go down here, so lots of different options there. You've also got that's small, then you got medium, and then large. So obviously you've got different plant stages and heights and stuff. And then there's your furniture as well, which looks to be well, there is a color picker, but I don't know if we can select it from here. And then you can see more decorations and stuff. Again, I wonder if the reputation will be altered based on how you sell things and what you grow, or whether or not it'll be better the more stuff you put in. Like, will you get is it going to be like a beauty or attractiveness rating for the shop? Who knows? What I do know is I want to place a sort of couple of things in the middle. I'll place maybe a freestanding shelf on the left, and then we will have this table in the middle, because I want to move these plants over, and we'll do that. And this customer's looking at that plant, so I'm not going to take that away from them, because they're going to come and then they're going to buy that. And 22, because that is a fully grown plant. But obviously we need to, well, I'm going to pause it for a moment while I restock my shelves here. So I'm going to go with a couple of plants like so, and I'm going to put them all maybe on here, and then maybe something like that. So let's have a couple of plants in here. We're going to go with so I think the cat grass can go up there, the nerve plant can go in here, then we've got this other one which is going down the bottom. Actually I probably should have moved them around. Just that looks a bit more bushy, which probably would benefit from being down there, but it doesn't matter. We don't need to worry too much about that one. I'm just going to water. Try not to overwater. There we go. So a little bit of a mini game here. Obviously, I've paused it, so we have all the time to do this, so that's not a problem. And once I've done this, I can imagine there being, with a big shop, quite a quite a lot of micromanagement for watering all the plants and looking after them. So I don't know if staffing again is planned, but anyway, no matter for now. So there's all of that. Let me go ahead and go for a bit more traditional. So we're going to go traditional pots here, and then we don't have enough, sadly, for anything else. What's this here, by the way? There's different like decorations and stuff. So you've got, I don't know what that is actually. It's like is it a rating thing, or you can go? Oh, you can get like, yeah, different decorations like broken pots. Yeah, that's just asking for someone to trip over them and get cut, and then, well, where there's blame, there's a claim. You're gonna get sued. Yeah, it's just decoration. Let's go with. Don't think it really matters. Nerve plant. Water. It looks like this customer is really happy with that one there, and we click on them and we gain 14. Okay, good. So let's have a quick look at our goals. 4 out of 15 plants sold, and we need to unlock 3. Plant new plants. Run 14 of 20. Reach mature plant growth stage 2 of 30. Sell plants. Okay. Let's maybe go to decoration. And I mean, at this stage, because of the height of the plants, because they're all small, the most space efficient thing to get would be this, wouldn't it, really? So we'll place that in there. There's all your different, some of the items you can play. We'll put some pots in there. Oh, is that like that might be like an information card, maybe? I'm not sure, because it doesn't actually state. You can rotate it around. Maybe place a couple of those here. And do that. And do that. Fine. Alright. I think we'll unlock a different pot as well. Also, sell plants. We got that. And we can now get a Chinese money plant. Unlock. Right, we'll plant some of those in a moment. What's this? A variegated plant. Okay. Keep planting Chinese money plant to discover this. Yes. Variegation. What have we got? Lucky bamboo. A moth orchid. Oh, look at all these plants in here. Nice. Is there a Japanese peace lily? Yes! There it is. Nicholas Angel would love to buy one of those. Let me know if you get the reference in the comments. No Googling. Right, so let's go ahead and go with swerving that customer. Plant pots. We can only unlock a couple, but we haven't got anything there. Right, we'll close that off. Right, plants. I'm going to go with traditional. 1, 2, 3 pots. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, we won't. Not enough money. Okay. Wait until we've sold some plants. Looks like I'll pick that up and bring it here. Good. I was about to say, in terms of your shop simulator type of thing, and this is not the shop simulator genre, I would put that as, you know, first person, run around, stock it, run behind the counter, that sort of thing. It is a shop, you know, a selling and shop game, but not the shop simulator, per se. But I was thinking, I wonder if they're going to add things like, you know, obviously they've got the whole growth idea and making sure things are watered and that sort of thing. Fair enough, all good. Are they going to add in things like plant diseases, and what about thievery when you get people stealing things? And then I thought, who steals a plant? Just running out with a massive bamboo plant. I'm looking for a Rosso. Accept. There it is. There we go. Exactly what I needed. Good. Right. Plants. Hang on. Plants. 1, 2, 3. We will do that. 4, 5, 6. And then we'll do these. to water. Do some watering. Water first. They come with some amount of water. Oh, looks like you have to get the cursor correct, because the shelves does actually occlude that. Serve that customer. Let's go with 1, 2, 3. All the soil medium put in. There we go. And that plant it's doing all right. Good. Juvenile, developing, and mature. That's the levels you've got there. Oh, hang on. We've got plant types. Claim. Excellent. You see all this is getting sold now. So trying to keep things restocked is a constant battle. So we will do our best. I don't know decoration-wise whether or not it's best to vary these or not. That one's that, isn't it? Yes. So there we go. Bit of overwatering there. I'm going to deliberately overwater this. Right, I've actually maxed it out. See, it's in red. So I wonder if it slowly goes down, or whether or not the water level slowly goes down, and it won't grow unless the water... It might not grow unless the water level's correct in this level. I said level twice. You get the idea, hopefully. Anyway, more customers coming in. All good. We have 10. Unlock points, so I can get myself quite colourful round ball, and then there's a mug plant. There's a mug one, and you've got a rainbow one there as well. Let's put some over here. Actually, let's put a mug one. Rotate it round like that. Put it on the corner. A couple on the corner there, like that, and then one of those, and a couple of these in the middle with the traditional. No, I can't. No money. Looking for anything? I'm not looking for anything specific. What would you recommend? Well, this one's quite mature, so I would say that one. You nailed it. I couldn't have picked a better plant myself. I like the way that the customer's asking us for their, our opinions. Obviously, later on. Oh, there we go. Earn cash. Later on, obviously the plants are going to get more. What have we got? Bunny, cactus, jade plant, aloe vera. African violent, Mexican snowball, snake plant, umbrella tree, peacock plant, Anthurium clarinervi, one of them. Yeah. All right. We need to keep planting the Chinese money plant, in order to get the variation. Let's go with that and that and that. Looks like we're happy with that. Good. Let's go all these in the middle and grow, water, water. Let's just check this one. So this one is not grown. Water is going down. Let's place that there. And that there again, trying to keep the plant the shop all stocked. Not enough money for the next one. Water. There we go. So we've got 2 generic units of currency and 9 plant points. We need 10 for bamboo. Okay. So far, the shop is seemingly doing quite well. So, we'll just keep doing what we can do. This shop next door got a big plant in there and like a roof terrace with all these plants on the top. Oh, customer. I'm ready for a step up, nothing beginner friendly. Wait. Okay. So, a lot of these ones say easy care. So anything that's not easy care is what we're going to go for, right? let's go with that. Accept. Wow, we are the best. I don't know what happens if you get it wrong, by the way. I don't want that. Just smashes the pot on the ground and walks out. I don't think that's coded in the game yet. Let's go ahead and plant more of these. Serve that customer. Water the plants. Oh, actually water quite a number of the plants. Doesn't appear to be a day-night cycle type of thing. And it's easy to lose track of time. If it was splitted with a day-night, like with day-night or when you're opening or closing the shop, etc., then you would probably do the whole come in the next morning, plant up, put them on the shelf, water for that day, and that would take care of them. Whereas this is like an ongoing thing. There you go. So once the water level on the catgrass has reached the proper level, the growing stage activates essentially. I have plants in total 3 more plants and we get that next level. Well, I can pause it then and get myself in maybe something like that. And then I want, say, a bit of decoration here. There you go. That's just a slip and a trip hazard. Isn't it? And then one of these pots. It would be nice to have quite a larger pot or so there. And then plants. Those. Oh, not enough money. Darn it. If I had a bit more money, I'd be able to get the extra plants there. I've got these pots at the front as well, which I haven't potted up just yet. Customers wandering in. Feel free to browse. These are all grown by the look of it, which is good. We're on day 5, halfway through day 5. Excuse me. Oh, looks like they've fallen in love with that plant there. Seem fairly happy. There we are. And I guess I'm gonna replant. Now this is definitely on me, not on the game. But as soon as there's a gap in the shelving, I keep going. Need to refill. Like I said, that's on me, not on the game. Yeah. What did I plant there? Was it that? I think it was. And there, not enough money, but I will have enough to claim whatever those are. So that's good. And let's just do all the watering while we wait for money. We can now unlock some more plants as well. There we go. Double check the water level. There's always something to do anyway. And I can imagine with quite a large shop, you're going to be watering quite a bit. Not that that's a problem necessarily, you understand, because you can pause it at any time and you can still water while the game is paused, so there's no excuse really for the plants going without water. Because as someone who sells plants here, we are obviously in control of time. That's how powerful we are. Let's go with that and that. And that should give us sell plants, have unique plant types, plant new plants, 27 of 40. I thought it was 30. Or maybe it was and I've got the next level. But water, rest of it should be fine. And we will go with, oh, look at that. Variegated Chinese money plant. It's got like different markings on it there. Don't know if markings is the correct thing. Subspecies, perhaps. New level reached. Growing business. Succulents, plant repotting, and more decorations. I'll get onto that at some point. We need to spend some money on that one. So there you go. Lucky bamboo. Let's put one of those in. Maybe I'll probably look. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Pot there. And lucky bamboo. Water that. Traits on a bamboo. Juvenile, developing, mature, small pot. There's now a repotting option. But all of these are small. Oh, no, it's fair. Look at that. There's only a couple more plants that we haven't got yet. Aloe vera, jade plant, bunny cactus. They're all small. I wonder if you can plant in a small pot, and if it gets to then, you know, it's pot bound, you want to replant it, you can then replant it. So you can grow it in a small and go to a medium. Although, would there be a reason just to keep it in a smaller pot? Or just put it in the big pot, the standard? I don't know. I don't have much money, so I want a small plant. Accept. A small plant. You know what? That. Accept. Perfect. But full of charm. Oh, and there's... yeah. Variegated plant that we put in. Excellent. So, earn cash and plant new plants. That's our goals at this stage. I'm going to go with some more shelving. I like the idea of the shelving being a little bit lower here. Oh, that's a long shelf. That's about right. That's what we're aiming for. And maybe go with 1, 2, 3. And then, not enough money for the next one. Okay. And then we're going to put some avenue plants in there, which is going to be probably bamboo on there, and then the orchids on the top would probably look quite good. Says bamboo. 1, 2, 3. Get them watered. Just going to pause a second, double check. So it was reach shop reputation 3 to unlock orders, which I don't think we can get to. Maximum reputation level verbal in the demo. Right, we'll get to that later on. Reputation stages. Succulents, plant repotting, and more decorations. I said I don't know whether the repotting part of it is just a visual thing, whether it be in total or just at this stage of the, you know, of the game in this build. But it's available there. Let's get. I do like that one. Nice and colourful. And random orientations for them. And then you got orchids. Although, obviously it depends on your personal preference, but I think one could argue it might look better just in a plain pot. I wonder if it's just selling plants or whether it'll be... You could sell other bits first, like... Well, people will come in and buy plants or just pots or other accompaniments. Again, probably overthinking things as is per usual, but... yeah. Probably the former. Oh, hang on. Customer. Can I have it's a Dracaena Sandiera? Wait, Hank, just wait. Just hold your horses. Let's check. So catgrass, Cypress alterifolius. All right, so there's, yeah. There's like, I don't know what, like I said, the original sort of Latin or proper name, and then there's the, yeah, the commonly known name, maybe. Aha! You want a bamboo, is that what you're telling me? That one there. There you go. Even better than I imagined, thank you. You're welcome. I didn't have to look it up in Wikipedia, don't worry about it. Alright, enjoy your plant. I said it with far too much scorn. Enjoy your plant. Now get out. Right. Let's place these in here. And I will go with and that. Right. I think these, yeah, the different variations and stuff. I think that's just a case of grow randomly. Okay. So these are all growing, that's fine. I'll wait in here to serve the customer, like so. Then I'll plant that. Then I'll do the watering. And then I'm going to pause it for a moment because I realise I haven't done watering on some of the other plants for a little while. So I just want to keep them topped up. See this one here? So there we go. Going a bit too far with some of these, but I need to buy a water bot or hire someone. It's just watering. Or then what else will we be doing? Probably unpause it now. There we go. Just trying to get the right water level. Like I said, these are fully grown now. So, did I do those down there? Yes, we did. These are fully grown now, so keeping it at the correct water level, you know, is what we want. If it goes below, it's not going to go from mature to developing to juvenile. It'll go to wilting with a death, if that's actually in the game. But let's continue expanding. We have grown the business to maximum, but I would very much like to unlock these, which requires planting new plants and earning cash. So more customers, more better, because we've only got 7 generic units of currency. We'll have to branch out into selling beverages, won't we? Like a lot of certainly a lot of garden centres. Depends on your pastimes and circle of friends, etc., or, you know, your life in general, but the quintessential, let's just pop to the garden centre and get a bite to eat. What about a plant? We'll see. Something to do in it. Right, let's go with I'm going to put one of them in there. Oh, selling quite well here. Oh, apparently people like plants from over there. Let's repot there and here, and there we go. Oh, can't place that there. You can't place on the ground. You can place on the ground. Let me sell it. Right, so we want to go with the orchids. Right, so that requires water. So it's below the growth stage. So if it goes to 0, then I imagine that's all kinds of bad. Bamboo needs a bit of watering. Oh, hang on, we've still got some areas here. Oh, we haven't got plants. Hang on, let me just pause it for a moment and get this done. So it's some cat grass. It's some of those. Those are all done. So watering, overwatered, all good. There we are. Claim and claim. So that's taken us to 34 points. Aloe vera, jade plant, and the spiky boy. Right. Oh, fun. Let's go ahead and maybe put long benches long, and maybe I don't want to place that there just because it occludes things a little. Don't really want another one of these. Maybe there. Might look quite nice. Not enough money though. Customer, I'm ready for a step up. Nothing beginner friendly. Accept. Well, you're looking there. That's not beginner friendly. Yes, this is the one. Sold. Alright. These pots cost more, don't they, as well? So I'm going to replant here. Replant here. And then water. And then what plants have we got? These 3. Aloe vera, jade plant, and a cactus. Cactus? Cacti? Cactises? Cactises. Cactus. We're going to go with the aloe vera in... We'll probably go with a fairly neutral colour of pot. 1, 2, 3. That's all I can get for now. I'll have to go see if we can get a bank loan. But in quite short order, only, well, coming up to 9 days. No, 8.5. We've went from pretty much an empty shop to this. I never really mentioned the looks or the sound or anything like that. It is obviously quite charming. Like all the leaves falling from here. It's quite nice. Quite a nice relaxing soundtrack, if a little repeatable. I do like the way these look. I don't know why I've seen a couple of plant games that they always go, we need something extra. Ah, that's right. Cell shade the lot. Well, we haven't got that here. Not to any extreme. Well, no. Let's go ahead and do this. Water them plants. My sister told me to get a cypress alternate. Hang on. I think I know what that is. It's the top one. Yes, catgrass. Accept. There you go. Accept. It's right above you. Perfect. Yeah, I like being able to help the customers. It's good. Naturally, either remembering and or combination of checking the manual is what you're going to be doing. Whether or not it's going to be added into this thing when you just click on the plants, like the proper names and the traits, is TBC. Let's accept that, and we're going to go about for more replanting there, and there, and there. I should have enough money, hopefully, to sort that out. And there we are, and oh, another one there, and I've done that one, and we got 10 remaining, which means I can go 1 and 2, and then we'll finish watering. Double check the water level on here, which are all good. Then the new plants. Job done. Any other decoration that we can get? No, not really. Put that in the middle. So I want 2 more plants. Jade plant and the bunny cactus. Before we finish. But like I say, that's just the small ones. Then you got medium and large. And I would imagine, as I said, that you can plant in, obviously, medium and large pots. Go for the replanting, etc. The customers bought that. And off they go. Let's go with this. The bottom. And that's where we're going to put the cactus. 1, 2, 3. Now, these shouldn't require much water. If I know anything about plants, it's that in general, yeah, those don't require a lot of water. Later on it says carnivorous plants. Hey, I need a plant that forgives and forgets, especially when I forget to water it. Well, I guess... we need juvenile. Forget to water it. Okay, hang on then. So I was going to give them... Yeah, select the cactus. So we need... one that is easy care with low water needs. So that. Unless there's one specifically that says... we don't need much water. The aloe vera plant. That one. And you could count on you. Well, I don't know if we've got it right. Because so far the game hasn't said, oh no, we don't need that. So hopefully we've got it right. Watering over here. Customers looking around. Yeah, there's no customer picking up a trolley and just absolutely loading up with plants. It's not that kind of game. Oh yeah, I'd like to buy them in bulk, please. And there we go. What we're going to do? Cactus. Aloe vera. That one in there. And then that one there. There we go. Sort of treating this more of a bulk garden centre type of thing. Really. Whereas we need to make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Mechanically makes no difference, but still. Oh, look at all this, right. I did say earlier that there's no excuse for these plants to go without water because we've got unlimited time, so I am going to pause because there's already several plants who are not doing quite well. So I will double check their fluid levels. Get the dipstick out. Yeah. You can see, I think we can probably just overwater and call it done. We'll do it properly. For the sake of doing it properly. There we go. A bit more down the bottom here. And I think that's it. There we go. Yeah. So, a couple more plants. I need some more furniture first. I think I'm going to place that in here. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. 35 for that. It's expensive. Although the shelves are expensive anyway. You can place floating shelves. Oh, I like the floating shelves there. That's nice. To be fair, the sort of green background and these sort of pine tabletops with the matte black legs and metalwork do look quite nice anyway. Should place a couple of random type pots here. Some of these, that's fine. And then it was jade plants. But I need more money. I need a plant that is little, just like me. And then we can both grow big and strong together. Quite little plant. I mean, they're all little. Are they not? That's quite small. So tiny and cute. Should have actually selected more more expensive plant. Ah. The customer is actually quite small. Yeah. I mean, I didn't expect like a 7-foot basketball player to come and say that, but you never know with game dev stuff. Oh, it looks like this customer's being influenced by that other one as well, because they've picked up the same thing. And there we go. Let's put these others in and refill like so. Water the customer, water the plants. Good. Okay. Oh, and obviously that one's gone as well. It shows the cactus. Loads of ones here that we haven't unlocked. There's like a frog. What else have we got? It's like a koala. I think that's like a turnip. Mushroom ones. Planetoid ones. Go with that. Grow there. 27 we're up to. No more tasks available. Can't get any of those. So yeah, basically, we've got to a point now where we're pretty much complete with this build of the game. Some greenery to my home, but I've got a pet. Okay, we're pet approved then. The moth orchid is pet approved. Accept. And there's one there. Perfect. You're a plant genius. Yes, and also it's expensive. Of course I would direct them to that. Let's put that in here. And go for a couple of green pots. Actually, I'm going to go with move that to there. And actually, no, sell that because we've got some white pots there. Water can be quite micro heavy, but it's not a case of, oh my god, we're running out of space. We're not out of space and time. It's just, yeah, we do things as and when we can. All right, so there is all of the plants planted. We have unlocked all of these. There are several others here that we haven't got, but we can see have been modelled. Yeah, so that's all good. Not available in demo. Same as a lot of these, but you know the list goes on, and these are just the plants here to unlock. The list goes on and on and on. Quite a lot of plants. Yeah, I don't know. That's everything, but you got down to small, medium, large. Say different plant pots. Loads available, and all of these planned as well. Furniture, similar thing. Loads. Okay, there we go. That is our little cozy plant shop. Excellent. Let's just go back to the main menu, and we will call it there. That has been a bit of Leafy Corner. Pretty much what I expected, and that's not a bad thing. It is a cozy, charming, quite cutesy game about growing and selling plants. Obviously a little bit of micromanagement in there, and a lot of options for creativity when it comes to the decoration and such. Perhaps not overly so, actually, on reflection. You know, because it's the demo, so we haven't got certain things like, well, as you can see in the background here, lighting and stuff. That would be nice, and variations in the colour schemes. But you see what's picking up what the game's putting down. Really, you can see what they're aiming for. Yeah, looking forward to see how the game progresses. And if nothing else, we've had a little chill one. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like what you see, links in the description. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And generic part.